Hello my beautiful yogis, let's step the feet together at the front of the mat and reach the arms up and over the head. Inhale. Now locking the fingers, pushing the hands out and stepping up on the tippy toes, lifting the chest, chin is parallel to the floor and just trying to keep with our balance. Stepping the heels down, slight forward fold, hugging the back of the legs around the ankles and relaxing here for a few breaths. And now placing the hands down and begin to swing, going up on the tippy toes, lifting the knees and straightening the legs. And again going up on the tippy toes, straightening the legs. A few more of those to warm up the legs. And now we're going to bend the left knee, twist to the left. And bend the right knee, twist over the right. Coming out of the twist, holding the hands on the floor and just straightening the legs, coming up on the tippy toes, down on the heels, tippy toes, heels, a few of those. That's enough. Sitting down and reaching up, hands to Namaste. And let's open the hips, warm up that area, starting with the right leg. We're just circling the right knee up and down. Changing leg, left knee up and down, big circles. And changing leg, opposite direction. Again, big circles with the knee. Changing leg. And that's enough. Let's do some side bends. And you can pull the arm over the head, each side you're bending. And that's about enough. Reaching the arms up and twisting over the right, reaching to the floor, all the way up, twisting, falling down, reaching behind, again up. Imagine you're holding big air pillow in between your hands and you need to place it from one side to another. And that's about enough. Lifting the arms all the way up and behind your back, fixing on top of the sacrum, and fall forward, push the hips, arching back, fall forward, pushing the hips, arching, a few more of those. That's enough. Keeping the hands on the ground, lifting the heels, dropping down, and bending the knees, going all the way down, sitting on top of the heels, reaching the arms up, and now down on the floor, straightening the legs. Again, sitting on top of the heels, knees are at the chest, arms up, Placing the hands down, straightening the legs. Very good. One more. Lifting the arms up, hands down, straight legs, forward bend, and again down to sitting. And now we're pushing the knee down parallel with the floor. Keep your back straight and the chin parallel to the floor. And from here going to Malasana, opening the knees and just reaching with the arms forward, hanging the head down, relaxing. Lifting the head up, sitting down, straightening the legs, hands in Namaste, and we begin to bend the right knee, straighten the leg, left knee, straighten the leg, half Virasana on the right and half Virasana on the left. Let's continue with those. And now we're going into reverse tabletop position, hands behind the back, lift the hips up and down, up and down. Heels are under the knees, squeezing the bottom up, slowly dropping down, up and down. Holding, sitting down, straightening the legs on the floor, giving a little shake, reaching the arms up and all the way down, covering the toes with the hands and just elongating the spine, relaxing the head on your knees and trying to relax and let go of the tension on the back of the legs. And relax all the muscle along the spine. And now keep holding the toes, but straighten the arms, straighten the back. Breathing deeply. And let go of your feet. We're going to half Virasana, but open the knee of the right leg a little more to the side, reaching the arms up and exhale, falling over the left leg. And going to change the side, so the right leg back to sitting and left knee open to the side, half Virasana. Inhale, lifting the arms, exhale and fall over the front leg. And changing the pose, straight legs, give a little shake, and now we're opening the right knee to the side and left knee. Right knee and left. Maybe even try and drop the knee down so you can touch the ground. And keep the knees bended, feet are mat distant apart. We're going to twist over the right and over the left side. When you twist, you exhale. When you straighten back to sitting, you inhale. And don't forget to turn the head opposite direction from the knee. Back to sitting, straight legs, arms reaching up. Give yourself a nice stretch. And now we're going to stand up into chair pose shortly and going down in the yogic squat. Push the knees with your elbows, keep your back straight, and keep your heels on the ground if possible. And we're going to open in a twist, opening the left side, looking up, back to squat, and we open another side. Very nice. Help yourself to stand up and walk the feet a little bit backwards. Feet are still mat distant apart, and we're just stretching the back of the legs and the back, and slowly coming up to standing. And we're stepping the feet wide apart, making sure the knees are above the heels, and going into the deep squat. Keep your hands on the knees and really push them away, opening the knees even more. But keep your back relaxed and straight. And maybe a few moves left and right. Really opening the hips in here. And now maybe placing the elbows and going deeper down. All the weight is on your knees, so your back is relaxed in here. It's the work for the legs, especially for our hips. And again, little moves left and right. And straighten the arms, hands on top of the knees, holding the position for a little while. And begin to twist one side and another. And from here we're going to turn over the left, going into deep lunge, but we're going to twist the left arm up and really pull it backwards, then step it down and blocking the knee, turning to another side, opening the right arm backwards, placing the hand down, blocking the knee with your elbow, straightening the opposite leg, and changing side. Try to keep the feet flat on the floor while the transmission, and while the hip opener when we are inside. So the right foot on the floor. And the last one. So now we stepping feet even wider and going to hang down. Hands and feet are on the same line, elbows are bended, and you can even place the top of the head on the floor, but keep your legs straight and your back as well. And now maybe going on top of the elbows, pushing against the floor, straightening the arms, walking to the right side, dropping the left knee down, reaching the right arm up and over, grabbing the ankle, and holding this position, feeling the nice stretching of the front of the leg. And release the pose. We are changing through the center into forward fold. Elbows are on the ground, elbows and feet are on the same line. And changing the side, going over the left, grabbing the right ankle, holding the pose. And let go, releasing, stepping back to the center, squaring the feet, placing the hands on top of the hips and pulling up to standing, bending knees, going down and holding your hands against the thighs and just straightening the back, like really pulling it out of your sacrum up. And lifting the heels up and down a few times. You can skip that if it's too much. And forward fold. And we're moving over the left side into the lunge, dropping the right knee, opening the left arm up and all the way to the back, and dropping the right foot down and coming out of the pose, changing side, bending the right knee, lifting the right arm, opening the chest and dropping the left foot down. And changing the side again, same movement. Changing side. And back into the forward fold from here. Feet are wide open, hands on top of the hips, coming up. Step your feet a little wider, open the arms to the sides, and we begin the side lunges on the right and the left side. Keep your feet parallel to each other and bring all of the weight on the thigh. So your knee should be above the heel all the time. And try to go lower and lower with your hips, maybe placing the hands in Namaste, now doing side lunges. You can touch the ground with the back knee or not. Just do is it more challenging for you. And again, side lunges. And now we're going a little bit deeper, going all the way down, holding the right knee, then changing side, pushing the left knee away, flexing the foot of the opposite leg, and just doing that from side to side, keeping the hips as low as possible above the ground. A few more. I know that your legs must be burning right now, but trust me, if you can go over your limit, that's gonna be really good for you. We are almost done. Let's just keep the squat. And release, completely straightening the legs, squaring the feet. Feet are about hips distant apart, maybe a little wider, and we're grabbing the big toes and begin to open the elbows to the side, pulling the top of the head down, and just give yourself a really good stretching. And slowly release, coming out of the pose with your hands on top of the hips, stepping the feet together. And open the arms to the sides, reach up, inhale, exhale, hands in Namaste, and we're going to place the right ankle above the left knee, hands together in Namaste, and bend the standing leg, placing the elbows on top of the ankle. Holding this position, breathing deeply, and releasing this side, a few circles with the knee. And we're going to change the side now. The left ankle above the right knee, going down into sitting, hands in Namaste, and placing the elbows above the ankle. Holding the pose, breathing deeply. And slowly coming out of the pose, lift the knee in a few big circles to release some tension. And step your feet together, hands in Namaste. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, down. We're going all the way on the floor. Big hips opener, frog position. So we open the knees wide and begin to pull yourself back and forth, keeping the 90-degree angle in between your knees and the hips. And find the comfortable zone and place the chest down, straightening the arms forward, keeping the 90-degree angle in between the knees and hips. That's important. And begin to come out. Bring your feet together and stick the toes against the floor. We're going to sit on top of the heels with our knees wide open. That's the nice hips opener and at the same time the balance position. Challenging, but try it. Straighten the arms and begin to fist your fingers and open. That's already some concentration work. Now we're opening the arms all the way back. Push the chest forward. Bring the hands in the center. And again, open wide. Back to center. One more time. Very nice. And we're going down on the stomach. So push the floor away, straightening the right and left side. And place the stomach on the floor, forehead on the floor, straight arms forward. And we're lifting the legs and arms off the ground, keeping the forehead down. And now we're lifting the head, opening the legs and the arms to the sides and holding. Now arms and legs together. Drop the feet and push up into the baby pose to catch up with your breath and relax a few moments here. And down on your stomach. Don't forget to straighten the left and right side over your back. And legs together, arms straight forward. And we're lifting the torso and the legs. Open the arms and pull them backwards and forward. Open, backwards, forward. A few more times. And release. Back to baby position. Or child pose. Give yourself some good breathing. And we're walking to the front of the mat, sitting in Virasana. In the center, in between our feet, hands are on top of the knees, and we just give yourself a moment, a few breaths. And from here, bring the soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. To straighten your back, we're keeping the hands behind the sacrum and just do this butterfly exercise. You can do up to 100 or even up to 800 times. As more is better. I'll do about 100. And keep your left hand behind the back and push your right knee with the right hand down to the floor. And changing, pushing the left knee down. And releasing. Bring your knees together, give a little shake. And we're going to sit with our legs wide open, keeping the feet flexed. And push yourself back and forth to open the hips even more. And we're going to walk with our hands from side to side, pulling the muscle and trying to relax and find the comfortable position for our stretching. No need to force yourself to go as low as possible. Just make sure there is no strong pain, but only a nice deep stretching. And begin to walk yourself back to seating. Keep your hands in your joints and just really pull the spine out of your sacrum up. Inhale, reaching the arms up and side bend over the right. And over the left side. Out of the pose and bring your legs together slowly. Give your knees a little shake, maybe massage the areas around the knees and hips. And we're going for some Padmasana variations. So first we're placing the left foot above the right hip, pushing the knee down. And you can stay here or move forward. Maybe it's going to be a little more challenging. So I'm going to bring the right knee up and step the foot over the left knee. few up and downs. Holding the right knee, keeping the seated position with the straight back. And now I'm placing the right foot to my left hip for the full Padmasana, pushing the knees down, straightening the back, holding for a few seconds here, and releasing, changing the side. Now I bring the right foot to my left hip, pushing the knee down, and you can stay here, no need to go further, or you can just do forward fold. I do a little harder version to open the hips. And again, I'm placing the left ankle above the right knee and stepping the foot over the knee. Please don't do that if you have any injuries, knees injuries or hips injuries. That's absolutely inappropriate. You may hurt yourself. And I'm going to the full Padmasana. And I'm going to just lay down on my stomach. Do a little flip. And all the way down, you can just stay on your elbows or straighten the arms, drop the forehead on the floor. Just feel what you're comfortable. And we're coming out of this nice stretching, releasing, straight legs on the floor, a little shake, and going down on our backs, getting ready for Halasana. We open the arms to the sides and pull them over the head. Step your toes inside the hands and hold them. Straighten the legs. If it's too much, you can always support yourself while this pose by placing the hands on your lower back and controlling how deep you go into the pose. And maybe open the arms to the sides again, keep the toes on the ground and bend the knees, drop them at your ears and hug. And begin to release, open the arms to the sides and slowly straightening the legs and going down on their back. Keep the knees at the chest and hug them. And we're going to do a few twists. So first straightening the right leg, stepping the left foot above the knee and twist over the right. Turn your head opposite direction and make sure your shoulders are on the ground. Coming out of this side, squaring the hips on the floor, straightening the left leg, stepping the right foot above the knee, exhale and twist over the left. The head is turned the opposite way. Slowly coming out of the twist and bring the soles of your feet together for the final resting pose. I've chosen the Baddha Konasana, but you can just enjoy the Shavasana. And breathing deeply with your stomach. And when you're done, you can slowly make yourself up into sitting into any meditation position, and give yourself a little time to free your mind from thinking and just enjoy the sensation after the practice. Namaste.